Thank you very much. Welcome. Maybe you can tell us what your name is and what you do. What are you doing on this site?
Yes, my name is James Mburu Gishohi. I am an architect. I am the project architect for this. I'm the project architect for this project, a new sanctuary for the PCA current church.
Can you tell us very briefly what's the role of an architect on a project?
Oh yes, the role of an architect basically, the architect, as you know, is a master builder. He is generally in charge of the design, the spaces, the scope of the project, the aesthetics of the project. He is also the person who supervises the project so that the design and whatever was required by the client is achieved. And he normally is the leader of a group of consultants, which include the architects, a quantity surveyor, engineers, structural, civil, and electrical and mechanical engineers.
Thank you very much for that brief introduction. What would you say is the stage you are at on this particular project which we are standing?
Basically, we have just handed over the site 1 month ago. What is happening now is the preparation of the site, the holding, erection of the site structures for the office of the contractor, the stores, the office of the architect and the clerk of works, sanitary facilities, and basically holding the site so that the actual work can start, starting with the excavations, because this building has a basement. So they will start with excavations deep enough for the basement, and then we'll proceed from there.
Thank you. And what would you say would be the issues that you anticipate that need to be fast-tracked on this particular site at this time?
Now we have challenges right now because it has taken quite a bit of time to commence the project since the last time you got an approval. Approvals by the Nairobi City Council normally are given for 2 years, and one is required to commence the project at least within 1 year of the approval and completed within 2 years. Of course, many projects may exceed that time and they normally go back for validation. So currently one of the challenges we have is that our drawings are back in City Hall. We are waiting for the validation of the approval and we are proceeding. After we get the validation of the approval, then we are okay on site and we can now proceed construction legally.
Thank you very much. So in other words, we are asking the city county officials to fast track the approvals because the rains were there, but now we have an opportunity to do the excavation so that we can proceed. Is
Absolutely.
that correct?
That's correct. We understood that because of the heavy rains, there were a number of sites that were risky, that excavation would have been risky. But then we understand they had done a prohibition of all excavations. And I think now we do not see like this site is risky, and we want to go to them and actually ask them to allow us to continue with the excavation here. It's quite safe.
It's quite safe.
Yeah.
I also think it's quite safe when I look at it. It's also quite dry and the weather is on our side.
Yes.
So we pray that we'll be able to proceed as per plan.
Yes.
Thank you very much, Bwana Architect. We look forward to a successful completion of our project, God willing.
Thank you very, very much, Engineer Dr. Sifila.
Yes.
It's a pleasure to have talked to you.
Yes.
I know you have been my friend for a long time.
Yes.
And we have worked together in several projects.
Yes.
We thank God that we are here together again.
We'll be together.
Yes.
And by God's grace, we will finish this project successfully.
Yes,
Thank you.
Exactly.
Thank
you
you
very much. Yes, thank you.
I made it through, and I don't know how I did it. I made it through, and I can't tell how I did it. But one thing I know, Jehovah took it over, and that is how I made it through. This is my testimony. I made it through, and I don't know